Green Newton and the City of Newton held a sustainable street tour on Clyde Street in Newtonville, inviting residents to visit with 5 homeowners who made green changes to their homes. 5 homeowners shared their knowledge about changing their homes from relying on fossil fuels to a greener way of life during the Green Newton Sustainable Street Tour in Newtonville.
They have done, different actions that are really important. Like there's one that has solar and another that has heat pumps, and so people are visiting each of the households and getting firsthand experience from homeowners about their experience in installing these technologies and reducing their energy cost and increasing their comfort.
Homeowner Brian Hodgson switched from oil heat and AC units to geothermal and explains what that is.
There's a couple types of heat pumps. One is air sourced and one is geothermal, or maybe ground sourced heat pumps is another term for that. So basically you have units that are buried in the back. In our case, we have 2 wells in the backyard. And so the ground temperature, once you go down a few feet, is basically consistently about 55 degrees. So it leverages the difference between the ground temperature and the air temperature to create either heat or cool the house. So that's what geothermal is.
Homeowner Steven Seckler switched from oil heat and central air to a heat pump by getting rid of the oil tank and chimney during their house renovation process.
Because we had taken down the chimney, we now had a shaft that we can bring up to the 3rd floor, and we were able to get ductwork into the 3rd floor. So now we are heating and cooling the whole house with a heat pump, and we have gas backup when it gets very cold. We also continue to heat our water with gas.
One of the goals of the Sustainable Street Tour is for homeowners to share their experiences with residents who stop by and ask questions about the process.
So people are just trying to understand, I'm helping people understand what the project is, what the pros are, what's the experience working with the vendor, things to think about. Do they have ducting already? Do they have steam? The work that it's fairly disruptive to your life and can be stressful as they go through and punch through your foundation. So just making sure that you sort of have a good picture of what's coming and understand what the project's going to look like, what's involved from a disruption, moving furniture, working with the project, how long it takes, what the things to think about, questions to ask a provider. Those are all things that people are asking me about.
So my cautionary tale is when you hire an HVAC company, make sure they know what they're doing in terms of rebates, because let's just say that they didn't handle that well. Now, we didn't deal so much directly with the HVAC because since we were doing a large project, we had a general contractor who we really liked, but the HVAC team wasn't as strong as they could have been. So basically, we did not get the rebate, although the contractor lived up to his promise that we would. So we did get the rebate, it just didn't come from Mass Save, it came from the contractor.
There are multiple ways you can learn more about switching to clean energy.
Even if they're just at the beginning of the stages, you don't have to go all the way. Some of the steps that you could take is just visiting our website or talking to an energy coach or coming to a sustainable street tour. And that would be one of the first steps you can take to reduce your energy use and become more comfortable in your home.
There are incentives available for those looking to switch.
There are a lot of incentives, both the state and federal level, and that we also have the City of Newton energy coaches here who can give people an idea of how they can get those incentives, and as well as the homeowners themselves can talk about the incentives that they've received and how it's reduced the cost of these technologies.
Please, this can be really complicated. We have people who can help answer the questions. Go to the City of Newton website, look up volunteer energy coaches, and we'll get you hooked up with somebody who can help you figure it out.
Jen Adams, Newton News, Newtonville.